All right, what up, everybody? This is Dart Adams, and I'm here with the homie Fashawn.
What's going on, my brother?
How you doing?
I'm chilling like an iceberg, man. Just trying to
Yo,
live.
If y'all don't know, Fresno is home of some of the greatest MCs on the planet.
I would agree.
First we had Planet Asia, who really kicked it off for a lot of people with the Schoolyard, 427, everybody else. But then the homie came up around 2007, 2008. You know what I'm saying? And then just like blasted everything off. 2009, 2010. That album that he dropped, Boy Meets World, it's a classic. Okay?
Thank you, brother.
It's
Appreciate
a classic.
that.
I don't need time for me to, like, I've been around almost 40 years. I don't really need that much time to know when the album's a classic.
Hey, man, you know better than I do.
Yeah. So it's like you made this album when you were a teenager, man.
Yeah. I made it when I was about to turn like 20, 21. You know, it actually came out on my 21st birthday.
Yeah.
Like, so the day it came out, I turned 21. I was legally old enough to drink alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I was kind of, I went through a raptism, not a baptism, but like a raptism, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of reborn, you know what I mean? And then I really started my life in 2009 and been traveling the world ever since. Been seeing everything I've been dying to see ever since, you know what I mean? And continuing that journey. Yeah.
I mean, coming up under cats like Exile, you know what I'm saying, who's been around with Dirty Science, you know what I'm saying, he was a part of Eminon, and then he was like crucial in like blues development coming up. So it's like you
Absolutely.
and then you gotta shout out the homie Evidence.
Got
like,
to.
I've been hearing about this dude for years from these cats. So when I finally heard his music, I was blown away, and they did not exaggerate in any way, shape, or form. So all right, so coming out of the whole Boy Meets World thing, there was a big gap between albums. So there's a gap between Boy Meets World and the Ecology.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
Let's talk about that.
I feel like if you're gonna make timeless music, you should take your time with it.
Yeah.
You should take your time with it, and I had to do that with this album. I put out other projects for the wrong reasons, to stay relevant and shit like that, and just stay in traffic with the newer artists and blah blah blah. But that wasn't really what I wanted to do, so I gave y'all Champagne and Styrofoam Cups, gave y'all This Generation, a Ode to Illmatic, a Grizzly City 3, a Higher Learning 2, etc. In between that gap that people claim I had, right? But I only did that I feel like I did all of that for the wrong reasons, and I was trying to find the sound for the Ecology just by experimenting with all these different projects. I was trying to find where my next direction was, so that's why it took so long, and that's why the music sounds the way it does now. You know what I mean?
That's appreciated, man. All right, so let's talk about the road to Illmatic. Now, what a lot of people are missing is that at the same time you put that project out, me and my boys, FWMJ, Hex Murder, House Shoes, everybody else,
man.
we were really like looking for Elzhi to put out his joint.
Right.
And like it was taking a minute, and you came out and you beat him to the punch with that joint.
I had no idea he was working on it at the time. You know what I mean? I mean, I've been a fan of Elzhi. Still am a fan of Elzhi.
Absolutely.
Much respect to my comrade. But I had no idea he was doing it, and especially in the way that he was doing it. Like he kind of like rejuvenated all the instrumentals, replayed them, and like did something, customized them.
Sessions.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And and I was happy to hear what he did with it too. I was glad to see like another MC try to tackle that masterpiece. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't even know what gave me the audacity to do it. I was afraid to do it in the first place. It's a 5-mic album.
Yeah.
It's a classic. It's almost blasphemous in hip-hop to like rap over one of these beats.
Yeah.
Unless you kill it. You know what I mean? So
then everything's forgiven.
Exactly. So I gotta thank DJ Green Lantern for giving me every single instrumental off that album. Alchemist for jokingly calling me like Little Esco when we was in the studio making the antidote. He was like, "Yo, what up, Little Esco?" And he play around, and I'm like, "All right, keep playing like that. I'm gonna rap over all these Illmatic instrumentals. Then what you gotta say? You know what I mean?" Yeah. And then it happened, and Green Lantern came through, and then I'm happy I did it. I was nervous at first, scared, but I'm really glad I did Ode to Illmatic. I don't think I'll ever do an ode to any other project. You know.
All right, so like cats like know about certain cities in California. A lot of people know about Compton. Like Compton's been all over. Compton was the city that pretty much put New York on notice that there's another city.
That California's we got something.
But I mean, then you have Oxnard, and there's I don't know what's in the water over there, but
something.
But Fresno.
yeah.
Talk about Fresno, because as I said before, it's like the first guy that really took us to Fresno and said, yo, there's MCs here and there's a culture here, was Planet Asia and his crew. But so talk about coming out of Fresno.
I think what really separates MCs, from Fresno MCs is like, I don't know, like the whole California cliche, like the babes and the beaches and the nice cars and shit like that, the water and the good weather. We don't have that in Fresno. You know what I mean? Like Fresno was a desert, and it still is, but now now it's a city, but it's just a desert. You know what I mean? So I guess our focus when we write our lyrics is really intense. You know what I mean? It's like there's no distractions really.
Yeah.
I mean, of course we got your average distractions, the money, the women, and the drugs, etc. But I don't know. Like I think Fresno niggas take like a really intense look at their lyrics before we present them to the rest of California or the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Because we competing with the Bay Area, Los Angeles, these two giants. So I don't know, but as far as me, I just been trying to carve my own sound out of Fresno. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And plant and embed our sound in this fabric of California culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
So what does it mean to be like? How does it feel to be part of a lineage of like great MCs coming up in recent times with coming up under the cats like Blue, and you have like homie from Eminem,
Exile.
Black, then you have like Exile who also rhymes. If you didn't know,
he's nice. For those who don't know, he's nice. Yeah.
I'm old, I know. I remember the cassette tapes. Eminem cassette tapes.
Nice.
So it's like what I'm saying, coming up under the Blues and the Planet Asias and everybody else.
Yes, sir.
Like, how's it feel to be like another link in that chain or that continuum?
Man, it feels good to to continue what my brothers have started, man. Like these are my OGs, you know what I mean? Like these are my big homies, so I'm inspired by them, and I continue to be influenced by them and inspired and encouraged by them. So yeah, just to be under that umbrella, man, there's not a drop of rain that can hit me, man, that can hurt me, you know what I'm saying? Like to be under this umbrella of greatness is like it's an honor, you know what I mean? It's just to be able to carry on this tradition opposed to like some music without substance and without direction and without a message. I'm happy to be carrying on this tradition for the brand of hip hop that I represent.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to all of the cats in Dirty Science, like Blame One,
Blame One, my nigga
Dag
Blue,
Savage,
Blue,
yeah. Choosy. If you haven't heard the Choosy shit,
y'all niggas need to get up on that.
Yo, you see me on the streets, I might slap the shit out you just cross the street, B.
Matter of fact, we just kidnapped Choosy. We just brought him
on
to
tour?
Boston, yeah.
I just seen him out there. I was doing sound check. Yeah,
man.
Yeah, all right. So,
yo, can I hit that with you, Doc? Church.
One more thing.
What's up?
So, earlier I was talking about you making Boy Meets World. Now,
yes, sir.
You were like a teenager coming into like becoming an adult, doing that joint, and it's like you had Alchemist, Slew Al. What up, Al? Who called you Young Esco. So let's talk about being on Mass Appeal. Shout out to everybody who is at Decon too, and how it feels to be like recognized by an MC of the caliber of a Nas.
It's fucking mind blowing to me, you know. I'm such a humble guy, and so I'm probably one of the most honest competitors in hip hop. You know, I'll tell you if a nigga's better than me, or like if I sucked on a song, if my verse was whack, I'll be the first to tell you, right?
Yeah.
So for someone like Nas to acknowledge my music and call it dope and call it like, and to say that he's a fan,
yeah,
it's like mind blowing to me. It's like, yo, that's better than, I guess, to me as an MC, that's better than going platinum, you know what I mean, or gold or anything. It's like to hear like an MC of that echelon of that caliber say that he's a fan is like, yo, like that's why I do it. You know what I mean? Because if it wasn't for brothers like this, I wouldn't know how to do it. I wouldn't know how to like articulate my experiences in the ghetto and convey that to the rest of the world without brothers like him. So I feel like there's no better place, no better company for me to be with and for me to be in than Nasir, you know what I mean, the Mass Appeal. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mass Appeal, man. That's a roster y'all got, man. That roster is looking mighty.
Shout out to Bodie, shout out to Dave East,
Yeah.
shout out to Bishop, you know
absolutely.
what I'm saying, Run the Jewels. We got some more on the way. I ain't gonna let those secrets out yet, but we got some more cats on the roster.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward
to
that.
Yeah.
All right, so man, I want to say thank you, man. I appreciate everything you've done in the business. I appreciate your music, like the grind, the integrity that you have for the whole the love you have for the craft.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because I'm an old cat, you know what I'm saying? That's what I look for in MCs.
Man, I appreciate that, man.
And you are MC in every way, shape, and form, my brother. All right, then. One, salute.
Yo, what's up? This your man Fashawn, a.k.a. Chell. I'm sorry, that weed really just affected me. Yo, what's up? This is Fashawn. You rocking with NEHip-Hop. And you can call me El Chapo. You can call me Sean Stacks. Just don't call me broke, you bitch. Peace and love. It's F.